Hello, everybody, and welcome to Mind Your Money. This is episode 1 of Financial Fridays here on my YouTube channel. My name is Tasha. If you are here for the very first time, I thank you for clicking on that thumbnail, and I hope that you will be interested enough in today's topic and this Financial Friday series to click that red subscribe button along with the notification bell so you know when to come back around. So we are going to be hearing from a series of individuals talking about personal finance related topics. It will be a 10-minute or 15-minute discussion every Friday, and these people are very experienced in their areas. We're going to talk about everything from money and relationships to credit card usage to getting out of debt. So if any of that again interests you, stay tuned and make sure to check the description box for access to videos that will be coming out, and also to check out all of my speakers who have Instagram accounts, Facebook. Join their groups, like their YouTube pages, subscribe to their channels, and make sure to stay tuned. So today we are going to be talking with Latasha Brown. She is a wife, a mother. She is a woman of God who is really strongly versed in educating women, especially when it comes to dealing with their finances. She's also a business owner and an entrepreneur, so she's doing so many different things. And like most women, she's wearing many hats. Going to come to us today with some information about how to develop a healthy money mindset. So in a few moments, you're going to hear from Latasha. She's going to introduce herself to you, as she is the best person to do that. And she's also going to share a few minutes on this topic to hopefully encourage our community here that is growing. Start with that mindset. I know I talk a lot about generational wealth on this channel because that is the aim that my husband and I and our family are leaning towards. And we're also getting out of debt. We're also big on financial freedom. But in order to get to that first step, when we talk about budgeting and managing money and creating a money plan, or AKA a budget, we're going to talk about the mindset that we need to have in order to reach those goals. So thank you so much, Latasha, for coming on today. Let the people know who you are, where they can find you, and let's get into today's topic of discussion: developing a healthy money mindset.
Thank you, Tasha. Hey, everyone. Happy New Year. First, I want to just take a moment and say thank you to Tasha for this opportunity. I greatly appreciate the collaboration. This is such an awesome time, most necessary time to discuss this topic. So I thank you. I also thank you, Tasha, for showing up in your space and just doing some great things in your community and sharing tips and advice and resources when it comes to money. I do feel that women should show up more in this space and just share their knowledge and just have an open place for women to come and families to come and normalize the money conversation. So thank you. You're doing great things. I love seeing it. And I truly feel that it's if more women do show up, we can lock arms and we can be more freeing when it comes to sharing our money experiences and situations. So and it really take you to a place of experiencing financial wholeness and just that financial wellness in our lives. So thank you, Tasha. I'm so happy to be here. I really do think this is a season for women to rise resiliently, and I'm so happy to see great things in 2021. So, just to share a little bit about me, because I don't want to hold anyone long, but just to share a little bit about myself, I am a wife, a mom. I love the Lord. Um, and all that I do, even when it comes to my finances, I lean on the word of God and I seek his will and word for my life. So his word and his will has been the thing that has kept me going. It allows me to make wiser decisions when it comes to my finances. And it has not always been that way. And I have a daughter that's 21. I have a son that is 16, and then I have a daughter that is 6, and I have a bonus son who is 17. And I still have a full time full-time corporate career. So outside of educating and consulting when it comes to finances and having clients when it comes to, educating them on their finances, I still have a corporate job. I am a client manager with Optum, and what I do is just I support our clinical providers and make sure that they have everything that they need. I manage our own site clinics, and I've been in the healthcare field for 13 years. Now, and I'm an entrepreneur. I am a family and patient finance consultant. And what that means is that I help families when it comes to, managing and analyzing their finances, when it comes to looking at gaps, whether that is how much they need to save, how much they need to pay off, and actually, when it comes to their debt, and creating that plan to help them meet their financial goals. And I also step in and help them prepare for unexpected and major medical expenses and create an actionable plan that allows them to meet their financial goals. So that's what I do. And I do that by way of blogging, I do that by workshops, online courses, and through consulting services. So that is who I am. So our family also have a family cleaning service. Me and my husband wanted to do something for our family, invest in something that could create generational wealth. So we started a family cleaning service. We have it's me, my husband, our children, as our staff, and it's been a great journey. We absolutely love serving our community, so I felt that this would be a great opportunity to start a family business, support our community, and then also educate our children on entrepreneurship and wealth building. So today, I'm so excited. I have my notes, so if you see me referring back to my notes, that's why. But I'm so excited about today's topic. And today I want to share some tips and steps on how we can develop a healthy money mindset. A healthy money mindset. I do believe that that is so important. This past year has really left many of us emotionally and financially drained. I know we are wondering, how can we bounce back from this? How can we overcome this? But it truly starts with our mind. It truly starts with our mindset. And once, even before the pandemic, many of us struggled with getting free mentally in our mind, with our mindset. So it is so important that we find ways to foster a healthy money mindset. So today I want to share 6 simple steps to develop a healthy money mindset that I'm confident in, that will literally change your life. I mean, I am confident these are things that I have done. These are things I'm still doing. These are habits that I have made a daily choice of adapting to. So some of these may be new to many, and some may be just simple reminders. But I hope that you gain something out of this and that you make it a part of your life. So, number one, how can we develop a healthy money mindset? Number one, forgive yourself. Yes, forgive yourself, because the best way to foster a healthy mindset is to forgive yourself for those mistakes. Sometimes we cannot move past our financial mistakes or hardships because we are holding on to guilt. So the first thing that I always say, that we have to forgive ourselves. We have to forgive ourselves for the things that we didn't do. We have to forgive ourselves for the goals we didn't meet. We have to forgive ourselves for the financial decisions that we made that could have put us on a path that we're experiencing, for overspending, for piling on, debt. We have to forgive ourselves. It's time to forgive. It's time to forgive, because here's the thing: once we forgive, we can step into a new direction, because forgiveness will move you from guilt and shame to being aware and acknowledging what happened. And once we are aware, we can take full responsibility and we can shake those shackles, the shackles of guilt off of us so that we won't be prisoners to the past mistakes and we can give ourselves permission to experience differently. So, number one, forgive yourself. Number two, understand your money habits. Sometimes we don't realize that our money beliefs has caused us to have an unhealthy money mindset. So we have to be understand your money beliefs. And we have to get to the why, the where. Where did that stem from? Why do we feel that way? Why do we believe that way? And we have to understand where that comes from and know that our beliefs around money shapes our behaviors. Our beliefs around money shapes our behaviors and our decisions. So, for example, if your belief come from a place of scarcity, right? You will tend to not believe that you will ever become free or become financially whole. You will believe that you will not earn enough money. You wouldn't believe that you would be in a certain position or that you will have enough. And you will find yourself struggling financially because the struggle started in your mind and it started with your beliefs. So, we have to make sure that we check our money beliefs because you believe you don't have enough, right? If you believe you don't have enough, it blocks you from applying for jobs and positions that could position you to earn more. So we have to really understand where our belief stems from, understand why, and then we will be able to put ourselves in a position to dismiss them, call them out, face them, and dismiss them. And then and realize that some things that we believe, some experiences that we experience throughout our life, it no longer serves us in different situations of our lives, in different stages of our lives. So you can release them. Give yourself permission to release them and build beliefs that align with the path that you're going. So important to believe, to pull in on those beliefs that serve you now, that's aligned to where you're going, and dismiss anything that does not align with what you're doing in your life. And that will put you on a path to success and you will have a healthy money mindset. So understand your money beliefs. And if it don't align up, if it do not align with where you're going, dismiss and release them. Number three, comparison. Comparison is not healthy. Mentally, it is not healthy. And in the age of social media, we can find ourselves sizing our own journey up, sizing our own goals, our own life up to other people on social media based on what they're sharing, based on what they're doing. And what we don't know the full details that someone is experiencing in their lives. So we have to be mindful and very careful of comparison. And when you find yourself comparing, you are removing focus from your own journey, from your own mental health, from your own goals, and you putting an emphasis and focus on someone else. So we have to be mindful of that because when you're busy focusing on someone else, you're not doing what you need for your life. So we have to be careful with that. We have to start creating vision and goals for ourselves so that we have something to reach for, so that we really get clear on what we value most and what's important to us. And that may not be what's important to someone else. So we have to be clear on that. And then celebrating your wins. Having goals and having visions allow you to focus on you, allow you to get clear on where you're going, and then you have something to celebrate within yourself and be able to celebrate your progress. This is how we avoid comparison. And comparison will definitely damage your money mindset. So number three, avoid comparison, and gravitate toward having your own vision and goals. Number four, creating good habits. To develop a healthy money mindset, you have to develop good habits. Once you have goals for yourself, as I stated in number three, once you have goals for yourself, you can then create habits that ensure that you will achieve those goals. So if you want to get on track financially, know where your money is going. The best way to do that and the best way to start now is by budgeting. It's a good time to create a budget. And then once you get a good handle, a better handle on maximizing your income, saving money, knowing how much you're spending, knowing how much debt you have, because that's what budgeting will allow you to do. So, budgeting is a great thing that will allow you to create good habits, especially when you're trying to get on track financially. And if you have goals, if you have financial goals such as saving money, budgeting will bring awareness. It'll bring awareness on how much you save, how much you need to save, what you need. It will also allow you to get closer to meeting your financial goals. So, doing this consistently, getting on track with your money, knowing exactly what you need when it comes to organizing your finances, those are creating and building good habits, and it develops a healthy money mindset. What that tends to do is it allows you to be in position to control your money and fostering a positive money relationship. Now, number five, being flexible with budgeting. Oh my gosh, this is so important because many people feel that budgeting is a restriction. I hear it often. I hear many people saying that, it's too complex, it's too restricting, they feel it allows them to feel unmotivated. But here's the thing, our mind begin to believe that. So once you start saying things as if things are restricting or things are complex, our mind tends to go there and start to believe that, and then you won't make that move. You won't make that happen. So it's important that we have a goal driven budget, something that's realistic, something that's going to keep you inspired, something that's going to keep you motivated. But the thing about it is, you have to be flexible. See, being flexible allows us to make the appropriate changes that we need to meet our goals. So we then become mindful of how we spend. We become mindful of purchases. We become mindful of the things that we value most. And having a budget that is goal driven, that brings you joy and empowering, that is what's going to keep you consistent and allow you to be flexible with budgeting. It focuses on what matters most in your lives. It allows you to stay focused even when the roadblocks come. So when the roadblocks do occur, you don't just give up and throw in a towel. You don't say things like, I knew that this wouldn't work. You are flexible and you give yourself permission to reevaluate things. And that's how you develop a healthy money mind. So, number six, being grateful. Being grateful. Showing gratitude daily is so powerful. I don't care what I'm going through, but when I focus on what matters most, when I focus on the things that I already have, when I focus on the steps and being grateful for the small steps that I'm making, it changes the trajectory of my journey. So even when it comes to any feeling of negativity towards my finances, towards my life, I start journaling about it. I start journaling about what I'm grateful for. I start being grateful. Gives me that positive outlook. So I start to journal everything down so that I can move from being negative to being positive. And then I look at my current situation. It may not be what I expect it to be, but Right, even right now, it may not be where I want to be. It may not be how where I feel I should be, but I be thankful, and I thank God for the small things. I thank God for being able to make changes. Save more. Be mindful with spending, plan my spending. The things that I'm doing every day that's bringing me closer to my goals, those are the things that I'm grateful for. And that's the whole power behind, being grateful. And following daily affirmations, daily affirmations, and giving yourself grace every single day will shift your life and lead to developing a healthy money mindset. So, number 6, being grateful. Now, these are 6 steps that I am confident that has helped me develop a healthy money mindset. But here's the thing. You cannot do it one time and not do it again. This is not something, these tips are not, and these steps are not something that we do one day and feel that, you have a life-changing perspective. These are things that we have to do daily. This is daily work. This is daily work. And when we do these consistently, you will start to see a total shift in many areas of your lives. But here's the thing, it starts with our mindset. And once we see the shift in our mindset, once we strengthen in our mind, you begin to see a complete transformation and shift over every areas of your life, even with your money relationship, even with your relationship with your spouses and children, even in your careers. When you get in control of your mind and you start developing a healthy mindset, you begin to see the shift over and over again. Feel the reaction, the promptness of what's so important in your life, and you will feel that importance of just developing a money mindset can bring on so much joy, inspiration, motivation in your life, all because you're developing a healthy money mindset. So thank you, Tasha, for allowing me to share the 6 steps that has literally changed my life when developing a healthy money mindset. Thank you for allowing me to share with your community. And I just want to recap those 6 steps again. Number 1, forgive yourself. Number 2, understand your money beliefs. Number 3, avoid comparison. Number 4, create good habits. Number 5, be flexible. Be flexible, especially if you're new to budgeting or even if you are budgeting. Be flexible. Number 6, being grateful. Being grateful. So, again, thank you all for watching. We greatly appreciate you. Again, Tasha, thank you. Happy New Year's and have the most fantastic day.
Thank you so much, Latasha, for sharing all of that great information. I appreciate you, girl, so much. And anyone who wants to know how to stay in contact with Latasha, I'm also going to link her contact information in the description of this video so you'll be able to stay in touch with her. Thank you again so much, you guys. Remember that personal finance is personal, so you should always mind your money, manage it well, and live your life to the fullest.